どうも。今回のね、シャーロック・ホームズで最終回になるんじゃないでしょうか。やっていきましょう。パニッシュメント。次へ、クライブ&パニッシュメント。罪と罰ですね。半月夜の散歩。はい。
Where are you going, Holmes? Have you been invited somewhere?
We have been invited, Watson.
We have. Where to?
To the Baker Street Irregulars' annual dinner. They sent us an invitation.
No.
It is on the table.
A dinner? How could those street urchins afford anything like that? I can't understand your interest in them, Holmes. They're dirty. They wouldn't hesitate to steal your wallet.
Watson, you should be excited. It is a secret dinner. Its location changes every year. Read the menu. Sounds mouth-watering.
All right. We, the secret police of Baker Street, invite you, Sherlock Holmes, and Dr. Watson to our annual dinner. Menu, entree, frozen rat-head salad. Is this a joke?
Not at all. Pray continue.
Main course, sow's udder in Danny Nutcracker's way. Sounds disgusting, Holmes. Hedgehog goulash. Street turnips in homemade juice. And it goes on.
I can hear them on the stairs now.
Well, we can't go there. We can't eat that.
Watson, you'll hurt the feelings of those poor children. We have to go.
Oh, Mr. Holmes.
It is fine, Mrs. Hudson.
Mr. Holmes!
Wiggins, Dr. Watson is getting ready. He will be delighted to join us. You don't look well, my young man. Is there something wrong? Don't tell me the dinner is cancelled.
Mr. Holmes, it's my brother Leighton. He's in a prison cell. They say he's killed 2 men. You have to help us, Mr. Holmes, because I know he didn't do it.
Where is he now?
From what I've heard, they took him to the yard, and they gave him a good beating already. You know what they're like. They'll hang him. They won't look any further.
Holmes, we have to help him.
And forget about the dinner? Wiggins, I'll take the case.
You're fantastic, Mr. Holmes. I'll be waiting for you at the crime scene. You'll be there, right? It's on Half Moon Street in Whitechapel.
Very well.
はい、ということで、ウィギンズの危機ですね。ハーフムーン通りに向かいましょうか。そこでもレーダーにしてしからハーフムーンにとりあえず最初に現場を見ましょう。現場を見ずして何も聞けないんで。
Holmes, poor little Wiggins needs our help.
OK。こっちか。こっちで合ってんのか。こっちは誰だ。特に誰でもないか。
Locked. Locked.
閉まっている。
Locked.
こいつも特に何もない。こっちに行くしかないようだな。ほうほうほうほう。
Please, gentlemen, leave the scene now. Oh, Mr. Holmes, is that you?
Good evening, Constable...
Constable Marrow. I was here with Inspector Aberline during the Ripper case, Mr. Holmes, back in '88. But then this is nothing like that case. With this one, we've got the murderer, the weapon, and the statements, which speak for themselves.
Of course, Mara. But you know that appearances can sometimes be deceiving.
なるほど。
Who were the victims?
The 2 men here, both shot. The stab fellow was Brian Picotti, a well-known ruffian. The other, Kenneth Butler, a jeweller by trade.
ほ
You spoke of statements. You have witnesses?
Well, I was there, so I gave my own statement. And then there were two other witnesses who said they saw the killer Chapman. Mr. Turner, a gentleman who lives in that flat over there. And Polly Powell, a flower seller, who was over at the far side of the street.
う。なるほどね、証言は。
So, Constable
どんな
Marrow,
こと言ってる
I should be delighted to hear your testimony.
I was standing at the north side of Half Moon Street. That was the side that you came from.
But you would have been unable to observe this part of the street, where we are standing now.
That is correct. But I saw the two victims slowly enter Half Moon Street, and then shortly after, the fireworks started. A few minutes after that, the fellow Chapman rushed towards me and ran into Half Moon Street.
Please continue.
I didn't pay attention, but suddenly I heard a woman's cries and police whistles on the other side of Half Moon Street. I rushed over there and I saw the two dead bodies on the ground. When I reached Whitechapel Street, I saw Leighton Chapman. He'd been caught by two police constables.
Did you hear the shots?
I didn't hear any shots. The fireworks were all over the sky. They were so loud I couldn't hear anything else.
花火。
What were the fireworks in honor of, Constable?
Well, today's Queen Victoria's birthday, Mr. Holmes.
Yes, I appear to have lost track of the days. It is May now, of course. Constable Marrow, what else caught your attention while you were running through Half Moon Street?
I saw nothing but rats, and I took the time to light every corner with my lamp.
Did you happen to look up at Mr. Turner's window when you were on Half Moon Street at that time?
Yes, I saw that the window was open, but no one was there. It was dark in the room.
Constable, your statements have been of great value to me.
Mr. Holmes, I had no doubt about this case, but now that you are here,
死体を調べようか。じゃあ。
He tried to stop the bleeding with his hand. Death was
不
not
思ではない。
instant. The bullet penetrated his stomach, a dreadful wound. A tattoo from Westgate Prison. Vacotti must have done some
ウエスト
time
ゲ
there.
ート監獄。ザッキーさんこんばんは。今、死体を調べてます。
Brian Vacotti suffered greatly. What a terrible way to die.
なるほどね。だから今回は2人死んだそうですよ。
The bullet struck his head. This man didn't stand a chance. A piece of wood that has stuck between the cobblestones. Let us take a closer look.
これはなんだ
This shard of wood is
木の破片。
quite new.
ポケットに
This is an ordinary.
鍵。確かに治安は悪そうですね。ターナーさん。
Good evening, Mr. Turner.
I heard Constable Marrow reply to you as Mr. Holmes. Are you that detective gentleman? I've heard of you. And well, I know things about this evening.
Excellent. Might we hear your story?
証言。
Could you tell us everything that you may have seen or heard?
I was already in bed when the fireworks started. A few moments after, I clearly heard two gunshots from outside.
Please continue.
I quickly got up and I grabbed the lamp from my nightstand and I rushed towards the window. I looked down and I saw two bodies.
二人
And there was a
の
man
死
with a
体
gun who was standing nearby.
銃を持
Where
った
exactly?
男ほ
Well, near this body.
Did he notice you?
I don't think so. He rushed towards Whitechapel Street without looking around.
Mr. Turner, did you see anyone else in the street?
No, I saw no one but that man, the murderer, the fellow they caught.
うはいはいはい
Were the two shots you heard consecutive?
Yes, there was a very short pause between them, and they sounded different somehow. It seemed to me that the second shot
初
was
目の方
louder
が一
than the
発目より
first.
大きい
That is an interesting comment.
なるほど
Mr. Turner, what were your actions after you stepped up to the window?
I was afraid that the man with a gun might return, so I stayed close to the window till I saw the policeman coming in the half
警
moon
官を見
from
るまで
Whitechapel.
はいはい
Then I walked out to tell them everything I
警
saw.
官に証言となるほどね退役軍人ボタンが取れている貧しい生活弱い足ビッグを引いている
You have helped us a great deal, Mr. Turner.
I'm so glad that the murderer has been caught.
そうなんですよねなんか
I'll do
ビギン
anything
ズ
to
はい
save my brother, Mr. Holmes.
ビギンズの一人がなんか犯人として捕まっちゃったらしいんですよねただやってないらしい
Mrs. Powell?
What do you want?
My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting the police with their investigation of the crime that took place
ビ
this
ギン
evening.
ズがやったってこ
Well,
とで
I've
もよく
already
ない
gave my testimony, but very well.
あいつらどうせチンピラじゃん一人減ってもまた
Could you
補
tell
充
us
されるんじゃない
everything that you may have seen or heard?
Yes, yes. I was selling my flowers as usual, and then the fireworks began in honor of Queen Victoria. I enjoyed those. But then, all of a sudden, a young
Ma-
lad ran out of Half Moon Street and
Higgins
stopped just by me.
はどうであれ
He had a gun in his hand. He was
謎は
like a
解きたい
ghost, and all covered in blood. It was dark, but I could see him because of the flashes from the fireworks.
And then?
I screamed as loud as I could.
Scream,
I knew that a
right.
policeman should be on duty in the vicinity. He had no time to escape. 2 constables got him. Then another constable came out from the very same street, and I heard him talking of a horrible murder.
なるほど
Mrs. Powell, did you hear the gunshots?
I'm not sure. You know, what with the fireworks?
鼻水聞
Did
こ
you
えなかっ
see anyone else leaving Half Moon Street prior to or at the time of the crime?
No, sir, I did not. Even with all the fireworks, I was very attentive, as I'm always on the lookout for customers.
たデイリーな
My
し
thanks to you, Mrs. Powell.
こっちはいけないっていうことは多分こっちもいけないだろうなめっちゃいけるでもいけない
Locked.
閉まってる
Locked.
全部閉まってんだはいはいはいはいはいまあこの程度でしょうね
I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes.
暗何も見えないそうかまあじゃあ戻ろうか なる銃声。はい。口が近日。うん。なるほど。これ聞かなきゃいけなかったんでミスったな。まあいいか。後でまた行こう。
Mr. Holmes, whatever brings you here so late at night?
I'm interested in the case of young Leighton Chapman. He was arrested earlier this evening and accused of a double murder.
I beg your pardon? That case is quite
Double
clear to the
murder.
police. Or are there any new facts that we don't know about?
Who knows, Inspector?
Look, you are free to investigate, of course, Mr. Holmes. Chapman was arrested with a revolver in his possession, which you can find in the evidence room.
殺人現場で銃持ってたら現行犯みたいなもんだしな。
Did you find anything else on his person?
A few personal belongings. Nothing particular, Mr. Holmes.
Thank you, Lestrade.
Mr. Holmes, what is the trouble with that
あ
lad?
の青年じゃ
Isn't
ダ
he
メなんで
guilty
す
of
か？
murder?
ダメじゃない。むしろいいんだが。それじゃあ面白くないからな。
A cheap watch,
時計、
bought with his own money. These cigarettes are
Tobacco.
filled with... So this is the
Sustigi.
gun that Leighton was holding when he was caught by the police. It is a Webley revolver, a reliable weapon. It seems as though the shells were not removed from the cylinder.
2発。
2 out of the 6 shells have been fired. There were 2 shots.
2発撃ってるのか。ほう。これは何もなかった。
Please.
話を聞こうか。レイトン。
Good
教授
evening, Mr. Chapman.
Who are you? I've got nothing to say. It's all a mistake.
Calm down, Leighton. I have come here to help you. To find out if you truly are innocent, as your younger brother Wiggins has told me.
My brother? You know him? Then that means you're...
Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, blimey. All right, Mr. Holmes. I'll tell you everything.
はいはい。ヒギン
Good.
ズって
Tell
人
me
の
your
名前だった
account
の
of what happened.
I left
で
my
も組
work
織名かと思ってたんだけ
and I hurried up to see the fireworks in Whitechapel. I was late, so I decided to cut through Half Moon Street. I saw the first fireworks light up in the sky. I bumped into a constable on a corner before entering Half Moon.
ど、警官に
Then
ぶつかり
suddenly,
ました。
what with all the firework flare, I saw 2 men. They were both lying flat in the middle of the street. I stopped where I was. I thought about turning back to the police, but as I was thinking of that, I saw a third person.
3人目の男。
He was leaning over the body that was furthest from me. The second I saw him, he raised his head and he stared at me. In a flash, I saw his gun, but he made a dash for it instead and he escaped through Whitechapel Street.
ほう。
So you might still have had time to return to the constable.
I panicked. I didn't know what to do. Anyway, I approached the bodies just to see if they were still alive. I saw that one had blood pumping out of his stomach. He was dying.
出てて死にかけてた。まだ。
The second one was already dead.
Oh,死んでな
He
か
had
った
a
の
hole
か。
in his head. He was holding a gun in his hand though. I took it. And then I followed the third man.
Interesting. Pray, continue.
I turned a corner and I saw the man standing
俺
in the
の
middle
真
of
ん
the
中に立っ
street.
ていた。
He seemed to be in
Right.
some sort of panic. And then, Mr. Holmes, something strange happened. I told the police and they laughed at what I said, but I swear to you, my words are true. I started running towards him. But then I was blinded by a flash. It was so bright that I hardly saw anything for a good dozen seconds.
消えた。
But I kept running forward. As I arrived in Whitechapel, I heard a woman screaming. And then I was caught by the police. But there wasn't a trace of that man. Of course, then they found a gun and all that blood. I couldn't see the murderer escaping and all that mess. Perhaps I was still half-blinded at that moment.
A thrilling account, my young man.
3人目の男。
Are you able to describe the person whom you saw standing in Half Moon Street?
難しいな。
Well, I wasn't able to see his face at all. It was too dark, and he was too far away. I could see his silhouette.
And what about that?
Nothing so special. He was wearing a jacket. He was quite average in size and his weight.
I see. Was there anything else that struck you at the time?
No.
足音が聞こえなかっ
It's
た。
strange, but I can't remember the sound of his footsteps as he was running away. Perhaps it was because of the fireworks or the surprise of me seeing him.
なるほどね。深い傷と路上育ち。殴られた後、向こう見ず。事務員マジでそんなことわかんな。事務員楽な仕事で犯罪を犯した。偏見がすごい。
Leighton, I confess I am puzzled. Why should a young lad like you take a gun from the hands of a dead man and set off in pursuit of a probable killer?
I know. I keep wondering that, but at the time it was like a reflex. A criminal ought to be arrested, and he was armed.
You were willing to risk your life. That was a little foolish, unless you wanted
な
revenge.
るほど。
No, Mr. Holmes. I was just being brave and stupid.
ほう。囚人かな。
I'm sure that you were, but I believe that you may have recognized one of the victims, Brian Vercotti. You knew that gentleman well, did you not?
However could you know that?
You have a typical tattoo of the Westgate Brotherhood upon your hand. I observed exactly the same mark upon Mr. Vercotti. You came to know him from your sharing a past
Right,
prison
right.
sentence. Am I correct, Mr. Chapman?
God. You're right, Mr. Holmes.
なるほど。
Would you tell me a little about Brian Vercotti?
We were convicted for a robbery. Once in prison, both of us joined one of these fraternities.
助け合って生きていたと。
During that year, we tried to help each other out, you know?
You were quite young then, I believe.
Yes, Mr. Holmes, we were. We'd only stolen a pound of meat. After we were released and when I saw what my little brother had become, I decided to work towards living an honest life.
And Vercotti?
He had a hard time. His sister had died in a Whitechapel dispensary while he was in prison. He had no family anymore. Our paths split. He fell back into crime.
So you lost him.
Yes. And for around 2 years, I heard no news of him at all.
We shall see you soon,
quite so.
young man.
はい。何か個人的な動機があった。個人的な動機があった。なるほど。実際は3発発砲されたがただのには2つのことになる。ほぼ同時に発射。なるほど。そんな可能性があるのか。レイトン・チョップ・オンダチだった男がの潔白証明するのは彼が作り上げた架空の人物の可能性もなきにしもあらず。ケネス・バトラーとブライアン・バーコッティ一人の人物によって行われた。なるほ ほど。まあいろいろ矛盾してるけど、まあいいだろう。今はとりあえず可能性の模索。違う、はい、向こうに行ってターナーになんで矛盾してるのかを聞かないといけないのと、なんかどうせまた実験するんでしょ。おや、どうした。
What's up with you, lad?
Oh.
What are you waiting for?
使ってる。
I'm waiting for my brother to be released.
Your brother?
The one that you caught, beat up and imprisoned.
Ah, the murderer.
He ain't killed no one, copper.
Watch your mouth, lad, else you'll be joining that worthless brother of yours.
海外の警察はなんか
It would be my
マジで
pleasure to assist you with
強
your
いらしいですから
investigation,
ね。
Mr. Holmes.
Mr. Turner, you have stated that you remained close by your window after the crime. Is that correct?
Oh, yes, Mr. Holmes. I stayed at my window until the policeman arrived to examine the dead bodies.
窓のそばにいた。
That is very interesting, Mr. Turner. Constable Marrow stated that he did not see anyone at the window when he was running through Half Moon Street.
Well, I think Constable Marrow and me, we might have been distracted by the whistles and shouts coming from Whitechapel. We could have missed each other somehow. You understand what I mean? It was a bit of a stressful moment, to tell you the truth, sir.
とは
Allow me to form my own theories, Mr. Turner. Would you mind showing me the view that you had from your window?
Not at all, Mr. Holmes. Please, follow me.
ほう、こっちなん
Mr.
かちょっと
Turner appears to live very
怪しい
modestly.
な。急にたどたどしくなってる。調理台、
This
包
kitchen
丁。
There are pieces of shredded paper scattered
Hi,
over
hi.
the table. His kitchen knife was used to cut the paper.
髪を切るのに使う。なんか歯が悪くなりそうだな。
Anything else you would like to know, Mr. Holmes?
So, that's the view Mr. Turner had when he opened the window.
確かに二人いる
Brian Vercotti's contorted corpse. The
見える
dead
けど
body
な。
of Kenneth Butler.
外からも
Mr.
確実に
Turner had a perfect view of the crime scene. He saw the bodies clearly, and Leighton Chapman standing over them.
他には俺を入れたら最後よ。も
This fire is dying out.
う1時間以上前。火、灰、紙。
The papers are almost entirely burned. I am unable to see what's
読む
written
ことが
here.
できない。
The papers were thrown into the fire just a short while ago.
ただ全部は覚えてない。つか熱くないのなんか平気で触ってるけどこいつ。杖。お
A perfect. So, Mr. Turner broke his stick when it became stuck between the cobblestones. He did not mention that he was so near to the victims.
はいはいはい。
The books on this shelf are in a mess. It looks as though Mr. Turner was trying to find something in a hurry here a short while ago.
あいつ
Mr. Turner was
Katan
roused
Stelina.
from his bed by the sound of gunshots.
それははっきり分かった。起き上がる？暖炉に入れる？違うか。折られた杖を置く。わかんねえや。順番何個あるんだ。枝を折る。起きて髪切って入れて近づいて杖を置いて窓開ける。そんなことあるかな。うん。わかんねえ。
No, it didn't happen this way.
さすがに違うか。ベッドから起きる。杖を取る。切って入れて窓開けて死体に近づいて置く。そんなこと、杖を置くのはさすがに最後だもんね。早送りしどうなんだ。
No, it didn't happen this way.
違うの？なぜ違う？そうなると起きて窓開けて死体に近づいて何かを取り髪切ってからか。何かを取る。 ってなさそう。シュー。今までさ3個とか4個とかだったのにさ、急に数増えすぎだよね。全然わかんないんだけど。
No, it didn't happen this way.
これは難しいぞ。起きて杖を取ります。でこっち2だと思うんだけどな。はあ。わからん。そんなことあるかな。
No, it didn't happen this way.
わかんねえ。何切ったの？何切ったの？
This ki- Thi- That a piece. That a. P-
でもこれいつかわかんねえじゃん。そんなこと言われたってさ。
Anything else you would like to know, Mr. Holmes?
この包丁はいつ使ったのか聞きたいんだけど。はい。はい。はい。はい。はい。はい。ほ。多分合ってるはずなんだけどな。
No, it didn't happen this way.
何本だって。包丁が先か。ほい。3までは合ってる気がするね。これてかもうこんぐらいしかパターンなくないか。お。
So Mr. Turner used a book to hide an object that he found on Kenneth Butler's body. The question is, what did he find?
いけた。わかんねえ。今回難しいっすね。
I can see prints from greasy fingers upon the cover of this book. Let us take a closer look. Well now,
Nanda.
what a find. A
Hoseki.
precious jewel concealed inside a book. A bracelet with a unique ram's head design. A distinctive feature of ancient Grecian artifacts.
そう。 まあいい。どうせ書庫で調査違った。1個引いてる。うん。まだ移
Mr.
動する。
Turner, how would it be possible for a man of advanced years, such as yourself, to rush from his bed
確かに。
to the window in a matter of seconds, as you have stated?
Well, I'm able to move very quickly despite my age. And when the situation requires it, Mr. Holmes.
I highly doubt that, Mr. Turner.
Yes,
I
sure.
observe that you suffer a severe limp due to your injured right leg. It would have taken at least 10 seconds for you to approach the window. That means you could have easily missed something or someone in Half Moon Street during that time.
You're right, Mr. Holmes. I could have missed something. But it did seem to me that everything happened so quickly. Oh, time can pull tricks on you.
真相。
And what of everything else that you told us? Mr. Turner, it is vital that we have your complete and true statement.
Mr. Holmes, I do assure you
So
that the
anyone
other
like-
things I said were most sincere.
なんか隠して
Mr.
るけど
Turner,
ね。
you were not sincere with me. Not then and not now.
But Mr. Holmes,
This, Mr. Turner, does not look like anything that a poor man might possess. It is worth more than the home that you live in.
I can explain.
No, merely correct me if I am wrong. You saw Leighton Chapman through the window, but you also noticed a glittering object on the ground, this precious jewel. You walked down and took the bracelet from the body of Kenneth Butler, and when you heard the whistles, you hurried away. That broke your walking stick. It caught fast between the cobbles. Constable Marrow was unable to see you in the window as you were climbing up the stairs on your way back to your flat. Upon returning home, you hid the precious jewel inside a book.
Mr. Holmes, please don't send me to prison. I didn't do anything bad. I'm just a poor man. When I chanced upon the bracelet,
なるほど。
I saw it as an opportunity to make a little money. I was desperate. I only took the bracelet, that's all, I swear.
You made a mistake by
Settled,
lying to me. But you are not a criminal. I believe that. Although I must return this bracelet to its rightful owner.
腕飾りについて調査する。無駄に時間を取らせたな、こいつ。絶対に許さねえからな。あいつが犯人の選択肢だったら即選んじゃいそう。3回ぐらい嘘ついてるもんな。嘘つくやつは嫌い。そう何回も言ってるのに。
That is...
ホワイトチャペル。これなんつってだっけ。
That is...
わかんねえ。羊。
That is not the one.
羊。ああ、なんか今回ダメかもしんねえな。
That is... That...
お、あった。ヘリ ニズムの宝。ミティリーニの5頭の羊は1885年に行方不明になった。
Here it
ほう
is.
そっちも調べな
I
きゃい
need
けない
to
んじゃないの。
continue my research in my
85年で住まれている。大胆な泥棒。ほう。馬車が襲われた。はい。ヴィンセント・フォーティという名のセット受賞犯。はいはい。ヘレニズムの芸術作品を輸送した馬車の運転手。はいはいはい。残りの隠し場所を発掘しなかった。そういう自然。失われた宝物は見つかっていない。な
Here
るほ
it
ど。
is. One of the victims, Kenneth Butler, was involved in the story of the stolen Hellenistic treasures. A visit to
質屋に行きますか。この宝がなくなった時にシャーロック・ホームズが動いていないというのは不思議。なくなったんだって探しに行くかみたいな感じでやりそうだけどなこいつ。どここれ。ここか。なんか開いた。
a flare pistol. Perhaps it was pawned by
船乗りが質に入れた。これ後で実験するんじゃん。信号弾が使われたと言いたいのかい。首飾り。
the ram's heads.
ほう。
This necklace belongs to the Interesting. That means that Kenneth Butler owned a part of this collection all this.
いやけです。いつか俺に答えギリシャのもので羊の頭がついた金の宝石3点について話してくれてまだ持ってるんだろう。その宝石をどうしても欲しいっていう金持ちの男を見つけた。はあ、なるほど。いつでも体験を払える。はい。一応ね、花見が始まる前にグレートアリとハーフムーンドルが骨折する場所にブライアンリー。ほう。取引があるというのを誰かが知っていたのか。
It looks as though Mr.
それだけ。うん。
crampons and a sharp ice axe.
なるほど。これもまたなんか後であるっぽい。遺体を調べ再現してみる。同士討ちね。かなり難しいと思うけど、同士討ちは。
Why are you looking at me all the time like that?
I'm just watching you, lad. I never know what to expect from people like you.
確かに。
People like me?
Yes, street beggars and thieves.
I ain't a thief.
Oh no.
みなり
Then
が
where
泥
did you
棒だ
get
もんな。
whatever it is that you're gnawing on? I very much doubt
怪
that
し
you
まれても
bought
仕
it.
方ないな。
What ain't seen can't hardly be stolen.
見えないものは盗めない。だと。 え、何その上は。
I am unable to see any higher. I need
ランプを。
I am unable
ランプを高く持ち上げるものが必要っつったって。え、何これどういうこと？なんかないラン
It
プ
would be my
てかマローに持たせてあった棒。
this
はい。なんかこれチリチリチリチリチリ。これどうすんの？え、なにこれ？え、どういう時間ですかこれ？
This is
Oh,
most
don't.
definitely a bullet hole. The brick cracks are fresh. Watson, there was a third shot fired in this street.
3発目？え、ちょっと、置いていかないで。置いてかれてる。めちゃくちゃ。うん。3つ目の段。はいはいはい。それでマローと話す。
Constable Marrow, I would value your assistance in this investigation.
It would be my pleasure, Mr. Holmes.
I would like to make sure that there are no places in Half Moon Street
本
where
当
a
に
man
誰
could
も隠れ
hide
ることが
while
でき
you
な
were
かった
running through it with your lamp.
All right, Mr. Holmes, what should I do?
Take your lamp and start walking, just as you did before, and try to find me.
Understood.
かくれんぼ。え、マロー。
I can see you.
All right, Constable.
え、俺どっかにい
Here
る
you
の
are.
か？
All right.
面白いな、なんかこれ。面白いけどめんどくささもあるね。
Mr.
It is obvious now. No one could escape Constable Marrow's lamp while hiding in the street.
本当にもうちょっとうまいやり方あるかもしんないよ。もう一人のとかハーフミトリーに戦ってしてそのとこ逃げる前後ではなく上しかなかった。はい。 上に逃げたと。面白い。
It would be my
もう一度しましょう。なんでそれを。なんかさ、そうね。俺これ実験しそうだなって思ったら盗めばいいのに、こいつのいちいちさ取りに行かないで。これは実験するねって。
This is exactly what we need in
花
order
火の
to
線
imitate
香
the
を真似
flash.
する。あくまで花火の線香なんだ。
These tools are exact.
壁を登るのに持ってこい。これを犯人が持っていたと。なるほど。
Wiggins, my lad, what are you doing here? You'd best be leaving and be quick about it.
I've done nothing wrong. You'd learn more by watching Mr. Holmes. He knows exactly what he's doing. Not like you.
Oi, watch your tongue.
ずっと説教されてる。かわいそう。
Constable Marrow, Watson.
I'm listening, Mr. Holmes.
I want to check if Leighton's testimony can be trusted. If someone could vanish into thin air at a specific moment.
But Holmes, I don't see how.
I am going to be the mysterious gentleman whom Leighton followed. I will stand exactly where he saw him before he was blinded by the flash. Watson, you will be Leighton. When I fire the signal flare, you should start to chase me.
I understand, Holmes.
You, Constable Marrow, just play your part and do exactly as you did. Just, please, wait 5 seconds after the signal flare. I doubt that Polly Powell would have screamed any earlier.
As you say, Mr. Holmes.
Let us begin then. Catch me if you can.
え。
The moon illuminates this wall. Anyone trying to climb it would be easily spotted by Constable Marrow. This wall is cast in shadow. It would be difficult to see anyone scaling it.
なるほど。本当にか。何これ D。え。まさかのアクション。
Barely see anything. Holmes? Are you there?
I should try climbing
もっと早く
faster.
登った方がいい。そんなこと言われてもな。急にさ、やれって言われてさ、結構早くやった方だと思うんだけどな。
I can barely see anything. Holmes? Are you there?
クリックがむずい。
Where is he?
どこ
My
に行った
God,
こ
a
んな
man
に綺麗
can't
な
just
人いない。
disappear like that.
めちゃけ めちゃくちゃなんかガツガツ音出してるけど。
Where are you?
I cannot see you, Mr. Holmes. Dr. Watson, it seems that Mr. Holmes has disappeared.
Don't worry, gentlemen, I am up here, above your heads.
How on earth did you get up there, Holmes?
I am using crampons and a climbing axe, although the person we are looking for did not leave any traces of such tools. Constable, is there any way to get to the top of this building?
Yes, Mr. Holmes, I can show you. The door to the building can be found from Whitechapel Street.
なるほど。
Gentlemen, I am on my way down.
はいはいはい。なんでほら、入れる？くら、マジ。
These shards of glass are from the window above.
ガラス片。うん。
Someone broke through the window to
窓
get
を割
inside
っ
the
て
attic,
入ってきた。
but in his haste he
上着が引っ
ripped
かか
his
り破れて
jacket.
しまった。はい。これ誰の上着なんだい？黒い糸。
A cluster of thick black threads. They're
一
unusually
般のものよ
strong.
り強い。
I should examine them under the microscope. We can conclude that the person whom Leighton saw climbed up the wall, broke into the attic window, and escaped through the hatch.
はいはいはいはい。なるほど。壁よじ登り人。全部開け。壁よじ登り人は面白いけど。でどうすんだろう。まだなんかあるかな。出ちゃったけど。特に何もなさげか。なさげ。
These
こう調べたしね。うん。何をしなきゃいけない？次黒いとか。なるほど。あの場にもう一人いたって言われたら
let us take
わかんねえもんな。いや誰だよってなっちゃうし。
It is not a thread, but a
Okay.
hair. I very much I need to compare this sample with a human hair and a horse hair. A shaving brush is usually made from horsehair. Watson, could you please
Hi,
pass me
hi,
your
hi.
shaving brush?
Here you are.
Watson, look, what's outside the window?
Well, I don't see anything.
Oh, don't make such a fuss. One little hair.
ほう。
Human hair is significant.
かなり細い。
This,
珍しい
the
毛。
horse hair
馬
is
の
thinner
毛。
than the hair that we found. So, this
動
black
物の
hair
毛。
belongs to
馬
an
よりも
animal,
大
and
き
it
い
is。a hair from a large and exotic.
そんな。架空ではないよ どな。サーカス。はあ。わかんねえけどな。そんなサーカス、どっからサーカス出てきたんだ。おいリギンズ、帰ってこい、帰ってこい。お前そこにいてもどうせ怒られるだけなんだから。
Look here, lad. You'd better go home and start thinking about what a fine pickle your brother's landed himself in.
Ha! But he'll be free tonight, 'cause he's innocent.
Don't be daft, lad. It's a closed case.
はい。おいおい。
Mr. Holmes?
We have good news for you, Wiggins. The investigation has proven very interesting so far. We found facts and details that confirm your brother's innocence.
本当
I
か？
knew it, Mr. Holmes.
無実でも一緒に逮捕した方が世の中のためかもしれない。
Anything you like, Gov.
I need you to locate a circus that has stopped over in London. It needs to have disposed of at least one exotic animal, a very large one.
You can count on me, Mr. Holmes.
サーカス、珍しい動物ね。次の日、非常に朝早く。
I do hope that those children don't get into trouble, Holmes.
Don't worry, Watson. I predict some news in 7 seconds.
Mr. Holmes, we found
Oh.
it. Here it is.
ゾウ。
And this is a Duval Brothers, a well-known traveling circus that is currently stopped in London. I believe that is exactly the type of circus we are looking for. I'll pay it a visit.
なるほど。
Aye, you. Stop right there.
Good morning, sir. Pardon me, but why am I not allowed to walk around here?
Because it's private.
Well, I only wanted to meet the artistes.
Oh.
You're wanting to apply for... Nah. You don't look like the type of, artistic drama figure that we're looking for.
錠前破りはお手の物だが。
What? Nah. I don't think so. Clear off. You're a bit slow to catch...
お前、
You're a bit slow to catch on, eh?
俺に錠前破らせたらお前、世界一やぞ。
You're a bit slow to catch on, eh?
ダメやん、これ。どうすんの？素晴らしい服、帽子。ああ、なるほど。その着替える制度いる？ガウンで行こうか。 どれで行けばいいんだろう。山賊帽子。髪の毛みつぼらしい服。じゃあ顔の毛か。髪の毛があればいいわ、さすがに。タンスもね、漢字で書けばいいねっていう。ひげ。これは一番サーカスっぽい。メガネもしていく。よし、完璧。
Spectacles are unpopular among thugs.
なんでだよ。メガネはいらないとかさっき言ってなかったじゃねえかよ。
Stay where you are. What are you doing here, and where is Sherlock Holmes?
Calm down, Watson. Take deep breaths now. It's me.
Oh, thank God, Holmes. I can't get used to your disguises.
Thank you, Watson. That means I am ready.
ワトソンバカなんだな。さっき着替えてたじゃん。大したことねえな、ワトソン。
Who are you?
My name is Nigel. I'm here to open the locks.
Talented, eh? Let's see.
チャー
Go
ルズ・フォー
inside
デ
the
ン。はい
marquee
は
and
い。
show.
I've got.
チャールズ。
So, everything is here just as you asked. And what about the money? Some of the barrels are wet.
Transportation issues, it couldn't be helped.
Whatever. We'll be here after midnight to pick up the supplies.
I want to be paid first.
No. You'll be paid after we make the transfer.
絶対こいつは
As I said.
イケメン。
Right? I hope that no one saw you. The police are on the lookout.
Of course not. I'm a professional.
Glad to hear it. Be ready for tonight then.
犯人見つけた。逮捕。
This wooden barrel.
裂け目。はいはい。
There is a spot on it.
ペンキに塗りつぶされている。
The crest of the
Monsieur
Honourable
Kayak?
Artillery Company.
撃つ。
Judging by the fractions and
火薬。
the barrels are roughly.
火薬がいっぱい。テロか。
This printing press is old,
印刷
but still
機。
quite
はい
capable.
100枚以上。ライズアップ。
From lambs into lions. Those are words of encouragement and defiance. That's a picture of a contemporary. This poster was clearly made.
白
There
紙。
are enough powder kegs, a printing press, and a great many blank papers. All of this was stolen by the Merry Men quite recently. And these
Merry
poster
団とは
samples. I am quite sure it is not a coincidence. The Merry Men are planning some sort of sabotage.
Stop right there. Who are you?
Are you Charles Foley?
Maybe.
They say that I can open any door.
Do they now? We'll see that lock near the chains on the table over there. Open that.
楽勝っすね。赤い花。鍵、複雑な安全な保管場所。近づいた方がいい。最近の外傷。血管めっちゃ出てるこいつ。武装。骨董品のとこな。テープが巻かれた指。軽技。さて、やるか。上手でも、やっぱりこの形なんだ。お。ん？お。ほ。あ、わかんねえかもしんねえ、これ。これどうなってる？うん。今回難しいわ。今まで何も考えてこなかっただけにちょっとなかなか難しいものがありますね。こうつながってないのか。お。あ、なんかできた。時間かかりすぎたらダメとかそういうのない。え、開けたよ俺。開けましたが。開けましたけど何か。え、積んだ。積んだというか進まない。サーカスを探索しチャールズ・フォーリット知り合いにはなったくない。 どういうこと？開けてなんか貴様やるなみたいな、そういうあれじゃないの？あ、さっきから話しかけてんじゃん。
Well, they're right.
何仕事って。
Nigel Shirley from York.
ああ、はいはい。
Nigel from York. Never heard anything about you. How'd you hear about me?
逮捕された泥棒。
It's a long story. I met your brother, Vincent the Butcher Foley, in prison. He told me all about his betrayal and all about you. Before I was released, he told me that you might find a job for me one day and pay me some money for me craft.
Well, he died 7 days ago in prison.
I'm sorry to hear that.
That's all right. The traitor has paid the blood price for it. And you'll do the job anyway, because I need a talented lockpicker.
No.
I know just where to search for his legacy.
It's all about the Hellenistic treasures, isn't it?
Osh, you fool. Now, listen up. You'll come with us tonight, and you better mind yourself.
Us? Wait, who's coming then?
Billy, Jack and me.
And what will I get for that?
We'll share the loot. The one you seem to know about.
Right.
Wait for us at the abandoned manor house on a corner of Ladbroke Grove and Kensington Park Road at midnight.
Deal.
なるほど。もうさ、ビーンズなんていうかどうでもいいからさ、こいつ逮捕してさ、終わろう
Somewhere
ぜ。
inside it are the Hellenistic treasures.
っていうのはダメな。そんなに宝欲し
This
い。
lock is
あ、わかんねえ。はい。シュッシュ。うん。難しいな。ここに来て本気を出してる。あれこうじゃないな。おう。なんかずれてたっ
I
ぽい
need。to find where the safe
わ
is
かんねえわ。
and lockpick it.
空箱を見つけましょう。なんかすげえ雑に調べてますけど。ない。終わった。はい。終了です。宝箱はありませんでした。ありがとうございました。本棚がある。
This cupboard. Several. It seems as
本棚動かせそう。ほう。あ、なんかあった。
so. That's the lock I must open to.
どんな金庫でもこのタイプなんだな。やめた方がいいよ。 なにこれどうなってんの？え、なんか違うっぽいな。これは合ってるのか？違う？合ってない。おう。
What a surprise! Another lock. I recall that precious key around Foley's neck. It might prove a deep.
なるほど。
Let us check the thieves' possible escape routes. In the event that they are caught off guard,
できる。なんとかで穴を仕掛ける。どういうこと？
what a surprise!
罠を仕掛けるとは。
Although this window is high above the ground, it would be possible for one of the thieves to attempt to use it for their escape.
あるね。一番上の段。
This is
完璧な場所。何がいるの？
this is
いや、それは分かったんだけどさ。何これ？
this
首飾り。これをどうすんの？首飾りを落とす。
one step on these beads, and our feet. I should walk carefully here, else my plan will be ruined.
そんなことだけでいいの？ はいはいはい。
The ground floor window is a perfect way to escape the police.
そうね。
This works very well.
罠というよりは塞いでいるけど、まあそれでいいなら。
This door is a perfect means of escape in an emergency.
コンロ。
A solid.
なんで縄あんの？まあいいけど。
This door is a perfect means of escape in an emergency.
椅
This
子。あとは椅子で塞ぐ。
the door is
はい。
the door
椅子で塞いで。
should
え、縄先取ってなかった？
the door
点検口。
there is no ladder.
はい。
Any thief who finds his way upstairs will roll down very quickly.
それはわかる。それはわかるよ。めちゃくちゃわかる。さっき俺がやったから。それ以外のことを調べようとしてるんですけど。シャンデリア。縄を取り付ける。
I wonder what this old chandelier. I suppose that the thieves already tried to open the lock.
吊り下げる。
Now, if anyone takes the hammer, the rope will uncoil and make the chandelier.
ほう。つが窓いっぱいあるけど。あ、でも塞がれてんのか。ホームアローン。
This.
はい。
Now, it's not an open hatch, just a nice carpet on the. I should walk carefully.
OK。
If he runs through the dining room and takes a sledgehammer to force open the door, the chandelier will knock him down. Now, if a thief runs into the kitchen, he'll pay a surprise visit to the cellar. The traps for my circus companions are all prepared. I can leave now, but I'll
予想
return
以
later
上にサーカスのやつらの
with
身の
Charles
こな
and
し
his
が
companions.
よかったらどうするつもりなんだろう。そういうのは考慮してないのかな。
Stop where you are! Where are they?
Trapped, Watson, with your assistance.
How so?
Well, you sounded just like a real Bobby, my dear fellow. You startled them into the traps.
I did?
I assure you, Watson, it was quite an entertaining show. They will not escape the house now.
You scum!
And this is the pistol used for the murder in Half Moon Street.
How do you know about that?
Have you closed the case yet, Sherlock?
Mycroft, what are you doing here? Did you follow me?
Sherlock, it may seem that I used you, but you should be pleased to know that you have served our queen well, in this instance. So now, let us catch the big fish. But this man is not one of the merry men?
No.
Then why exactly are we here, Sherlock?
This gentleman, Charles Foley, has been involved in a double murder, and the hunter of a set of valuable antiques, the Hellenistic treasures, which disappeared in a theft many years ago.
You're no better than the coppers.
Holmes, that is incredible. The Hellenistic treasures.
Indeed.
Nothing but trifles. Where are the merry men?
I don't know why you are asking me, Mycroft. They are yours to find.
I'll see you soon, dear brother.
あいつらはなんだったんだ結局。
Flimflammer.
よくわかんねえわ。
Beautiful.
まあいいや。はい。オーリーの復讐。はい。終わりかな。展開がわかんないよね、本当に。
The trap with the chandelier.
Holmes, I had no doubt that you would catch the thieves.
お前らは特になし、お宝見に来たのかな。
One of Foley's companions. He is unconscious.
このやつはマジで骨折ぐらいしてるやろ。
Foley's companions. He is unconscious.
まあいいや、多分これでもう出ますよね、手がかりで。はい。まあ、合ってるのかな。まあ、合ってるでしょ。クラウドファンクで言うと同じ匂い。確かに。
Charles Foley, you were a witness to a double murder. You were standing next to Vercotti when Butler fired at your accomplice. The jeweler missed him, but they proceeded to kill each other with simultaneous shots. Even if your intention was to retrieve the stolen treasure, you did not intend to kill. I shall inform Inspector Lestrade of that fact, so your sentence should be the lighter.
You are a fine gentleman, with your fake pity.
I do what I think is right. It is never due to pity. Farewell, Foley. I shall leave now, Watson. Gentlemen, please take our friends here into custody.
Where are you going?
I have unfinished business. I'll see you at Baker Street.
やり残したことがある。はい。何終わりじゃないの？いつも通りならあなたと同じ選択をああだこうだみたいな出るんですけど、出ないですね。
Be careful with the lamps. Don't bring them too close to the barrels.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Who's there?
That is of no importance. What matters is who you are and the plans that you have here.
So you can stop us from carrying them
こいつ誰
out?
だよ。
Eventually, yes.
Hey, careful. You'll blow us all up.
I'm listening.
We are a group known as the Merry Men. But I suppose you knew that already. We are the men who've already lost everything of value in their lives. We are ruined shopkeepers. We are workers who were fired from their jobs. Honest people who were robbed. We were forced out from our homes and thrown onto the street. And all of this in the name of the so-called law. The laws that were set out by our government. The laws that make the commoners only more vulnerable and the wealthy more protected. We are not only from the British Empire. Some of us are from the New Lands, America, Australia, and we are many. But men we are still, and we are merry for that we stopped being afraid. For those powers that be had done their best to plant the fear inside our souls, and we accepted it so easily. The fear advised us to keep our heads bowed. It prevented us from fighting. Bankers and politicians, they own our lives, our work, our bread, and they push us to compete between each other, just to see who may serve them better. But in the end, they are the few, so they are weak. They are nothing without their titles. We should not fear them. Our so-called masters should fear us instead. The time has come for our group to stand tall. Our great and many merry men. We are going to blow up the London Stock Exchange. No life shall be lost. But ownerships, debts, and property titles? They shall all be destroyed. They're only papers, after all. So many people will be freed over this night.
That is a radical step to take. What result do you truly expect?
Chaos. But soon people will understand that they are free, and that they don't belong to anyone. They will be able to work for themselves, together, without letting the rulers dictate what to do, and finally justice will arise.
What you are intending to do is a crime. It is not justice.
How do you see justice, then? Kids go to prison for a loaf of dry bread. And how many lords do you see punished for stealing from their people? Sending them to their deaths in mines, or overseas to fight for land? Our masters wouldn't hear us. So now it's time to sing the song of the merry men. Will you let us do our duty?
何それ？ なにこれ。水が入ったバケツを投げる。粉の後。
When people fight the Order, they are too blind to see the consequences that throw society into chaos. I shall stop your actions, but not you. Run. Now!
Shinda.生きてる。
So, you're interested in Russian literature now?
Quite, lately.
It is an interesting book. I remember a few lines.
Really? I tried reading it myself, but I had a hard time understanding it.
Yes, Doctor. It's about intelligence. Sherlock, I vaguely recall one of the lines. Sometimes it takes something more than intelligence to act intelligently. There were also a few words along the lines of pain and suffering are always inevitable for a large intelligence and a deep heart. Tell me, Doctor, does my brother show any signs of pain or suffering?
Not that I know of.
Because you see, Doctor, behind all of his masquerade, my brother does possess a deep heart. So deep that he does not recall where he places his love.
Well, I'm sure that...
His love and his duty that, in the first place, should be directed towards the Empire. For without it, we would be nothing. A country filled with uncivilized men.
And the Empire needs order and discipline. It has no room for chaos.
People who commit crimes, or at the very least intend them, deserve punishment, Sherlock. Without justice, there can be no civilization.
But we serve the truth, not justice.
Your truth, Doctor, that may prove immoral. Allowing people to terrorize London, destabilizing the whole empire.
Terrorize only the powers whom you serve, Mycroft. Not I, not Watson, not Mrs. Hudson, not Wiggins.
Sherlock, the merry men are to be stopped.
Not by me. You created the merry men. Stop them yourself. Only make sure that you don't create 10 more merry men by arresting the one.
Good night, Dr. Watson.
Anything in the post, Watson? Any clients worthy of our attention?
Only a second reminder from Mrs. Hudson about our new neighbour. She urges you to remove your...
Oh, I don't care about that.
Holmes, the lady who will be moving in shortly has requested the use of our spare room to place all of her boxes.
Wait, what? A lady?
Wakaran. まあなんかはいわかんないですけど、はい、決断は受けます。意外と少数派ですよね。はい、これで最終回のはずなんですけど、なんかメリー団がああだこうだみたいなこと言ってて、何それってなってるんですけど、これ多分続きものなのかな、わかんねえや。なんか無料で配ってたからやっただけなんでまだ面白かったですね。シャーロック・ホームズやっぱ謎、これ考えてる人天才。シャーロック・ホームズってあれですよね、なんか多分本ですよね、原作。作者はやっぱすげえんだろうな。っていう気はしました。はい。罪と罰は一回読もうとしたことあるんですけど、なんか難しくて分かんなかったですね。 ということで、シャーロック・ホームズ終わり。今日で終わりですね。面白かった。なんか時間もさ、チャプターね、1チャプター大体2時間でちょうどよかったし、いいゲームだったな。っていう感じですね。一回だけな、間違えちゃったんだよな。チャプター2だっけ？線路のやつ。あれ全然わかんなかった。本当に。はい。まあそれ以外はね、全部正解できたんで、まあ僕もなかなかいい頭脳を持ってるんじゃないですか。シャーロックに近づいてるはずです。ということで、これ飛ばせるはず。OK。積み飛ばす。これはなんだ？Crimes and Punishments。 はい。これは何をする時間だ？特にないのかな。一服してる。何時間？もういいや。はい。ベーカーが移動できない。まあじゃあこれ多分終了するでいいんじゃないですか。わかんないですけど、ずっと待ってたら何かあるのかな。まあそんなめんどくさいことやらないんで、はい、以上です。ありがとうございました。明日どうしよっかな。まあ明日はなんかまた何やるか決めてないと思うんで、雑談会になると思います。はい、ありがとうございました。以上です。終わります。お疲れ様でした。オアシスはもうやらないんですか？オアシスはなんだろう、放送外でめちゃくちゃやってるんで、あれですね、まあ暇ならやるかなっていう感じです。なんかやることがない時にやろうかなっていう感じです。はい、ということで終わり。ありがとうございました。